building that friendship kind of helped me from not going over the edge, so to speak. Not saying that the temptation wasn't there, but it kind of curtailed some of the things that I wanted to do and didn't do because of the friendship. So I would even say this is, I guess it would be a bonus for 6 because I only had 5, that begin to build a friendship with your spouse.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that
Okay, go
too.
ahead.
So no, that's good. No, I was just letting you know that I agree with that because that friendship, it serves as a buffer or a boundary, and so yeah, you're able to, yeah. Anyway, it's interesting. I was just gonna say that you may. It's so important that in the restoring process that you find that common ground. And so, with that being said, if you know that you need a friendship, like Patrick and I are telling you that you need a friendship, that helps the marriage to grow and to thrive. So focus on just enjoying that person's presence, and when I say that person, I mean your spouse. Focus on just getting to know them as the individual that God created them to be, and it just so happened that you are in a marriage, right? But and they give you the safe space to explore, to ask those intimate questions, and you have a front row life view of them, so you can kind of see some things that maybe they can't see, or they can see some things in you that you don't see. But it's like when you begin to focus on the friendship, then that gives space and way for you all to speak life into each other's life, because that's really and truly what a friend does. A friend, a good friend, that is, a good friend comes along to help you be the best version of yourself. It's like they are the added bonus to life. You somebody you can laugh with, you can cry with, you can safely process um, life happenings, experiences with someone. And so, focus on that in your marriage. That is definitely, I would say, a keystone to restoring that marriage. So if there is some friction, and per the thumbnail, if you are needing some restoration, that means that something is broken or severed. And so it's like, you know what, let me approach this differently, because me identifying you as a husband or a wife, it's like that is a bit much. How about I just see you as my friend? And, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's like, if I see you as my friend, then I won't see you as my enemy, right? And so now it's like, let me show up as the friend I would want to be. And so, yeah, that definitely help lead into the segue of then being the wife or the husband that God has called you to be.
And so the friendship becomes a great foundation for the marriage. And so then the question becomes, even for people who are in a point where you kind of like, I don't really know who they are anymore. This is an opportunity for you to get to know them.
Yeah,
Like, so
yeah.
take the time, as if, because remember, at one point nobody knew anybody. Like, you did not know your spouse, and then you began to get to know them and hang out with them, figure out the things that they wanted to do, and you laughed at all his jokes, even though they were stale, and you just, you're so funny. Like, you did whatever it is you did to encourage him or to build with him, and you went all the places that she wanted. You held the phone all night, even though you wanted to get off the phone, but because she like, don't hang up, you still had her. And so you did all that stuff. So begin to build a friendship
Worky
all over
things.
again,
Yeah.
with your spouse. So that's
Mm-hmm.
one. That's one. Build a
Mm-hmm.
friendship.
Mm-hmm. And you know that when you build in a friendship, it requires you doing kind things. It requires you listening. It requires taking turns. It requires you doing things to show that you care about that person. Like, hey, girl, how you doing? So and so, so and so. Well, that's friend. That's, I'm saying, friendships.
Hmm.
Okay, not relationship friendship. I mean, not husband and wife friendship. But I'm talking about just a regular friend, okay? Oh my gosh. So Patrick gave me that look like,
Because
huh?
it's like, 'cause you say, hey, girl. Like, I don't know, the husband would sound like that if he's
I got you.
Okay, my
Okay,
fault.
great. So anyway, but my point is that the things that you would do within a relationship with just someone you're bonding with, like at work or at school, you just take time to get to know them. You don't try to change them. You just
That's
see
cool.
something that you know that you both have in common, and you connect through that through the common connection, and you just keep building from there. You just call, you check in, you just do things. You're not too invasive. You're not too distant. Like you letting people know that, hey, I want to be in your world. So you asking them about different things. So you want to transfer that same concept when it comes to your marriage. For the full unedited version of the podcast, consider becoming a Patreon member for as little as $5 a month. With the membership, you will gain access to be able to ask questions during a live podcast. So click the link below to join now.